Hey, Curtis.
Hey, Oz.
What movie do you have to kick off board game month?
Oh, to kick off board game month, we've got a doozy, Oz. We've got a whole lot of Pearl Harmageddon, uh, some Friday Night Lights, and the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, the ending of Top Gun Maverick,
Okay.
all taking place under my umbrella. Ella, A. This week, we're watching Battleship.
Well done.
I was really proud of that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. And there was an umbrella in this movie of force field variety.
Yes,
but
I thought about working that into the song.
Yeah, but that was
a force field like an umbrella.
But nicely done. Great job.
Thank you.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers, to another week of Let's Talk About Flicks, the podcast where we take a monthly theme, new month, new theme.
Yep.
It is June 2026, and we are in board game month.
Yes, we are. Not bored as in I've had enough of these games. Bored as in traditional Parker Brothers, Hasbro,
Milton Bradley.
Yes, Milton Bradley, yes.
Goliath was one that we had a lot of Goliath games for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Pop the Pig and games as such. But this is a 4-week month where each movie this month will have been influenced, if not titled, after a board game.
Yeah, really excited about this month. We're really all over the place.
Again, like we were last month too, but definitely all over the place. And almost in some ways. Now I don't know about week 3. I think like we had at least with Witness, we had like a straight drama. Last month. I think we're lacking a drama this month, but
I watched our week 3 movie yesterday. We'll talk more off camera, but it's all of the 3.7 that it is.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, that's hopeful. At least when you know you're about to step in a pile of dog crap.
Oh, it's there.
You're like, all right, let's get our head
like
around
the pile of dog crap that our characters step in at the beginning of our second week.
That is true. Yeah, it's a foreshadowing.
Dropping a lot of hints here.
A little bit. So anyway, I'm one of your hosts, Oz.
I am the other host, Curtis.
And we want to give a shout out to our Patreon subscribers, Don S., Aaron A., Mandy K., Melissa L., Colin K., Lyle M. Thank you one and all for your patronage.
Yes, thank you for sticking around with us this long.
Yeah, for sure. Also be sure to do all the stuff you're supposed to do with videos and audio, like, subscribe, share.
Do all the things.
Leave a comment, hit the notification bell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, change your furnace filter, all those things you're supposed to do this time.
Floss every day.
Yeah. Right. And if you don't want to do any of that, then just go to the website, letstalkaboutflix.com, where you can interact with all of our media without having to subscribe or follow or any of that fun stuff.
Yeah, that's the free version right there.
Yeah, there it is. Ad-free version too. If you're watching.
Ad-free. No ads on the website.
Nope. So, Battleship.
Yes. 2012's Peter Berg.
Berg. This, I believe, was the launching off point of Hasbro trying to monetize more their IP.
The Hasbro-averse.
This is Hasbro at this point had, for a very long time, had been in like Mattel's shadow.
Yeah.
And they've been chasing, because Barbie and Hot Wheels was overshadowing them every step of the way when it comes to toys. And then they just kind of re-strategized and redirected their efforts into what they could accomplish. Hasbro really well, and we were Hasbro shareholders for a while, so I got a little bit insight here on kind of what their strategy was. But they looked at Mattel as just kind of a traditional toy company, and they were. And so Hasbro tried to, in some ways, go like the Pepsi route of, well, we can't beat Coke one-on-one in drinks, but what if we offer a wider variety of drinks as well as, like Pepsi owns Frito-Lay, so we've got like a snack line, and maybe we go that route. And that's kind of what Hasbro did, is they bought up board game companies, and they started to navigate into like app-based games, and and really tried to monetize their IP. And they decided, you know what? Let's make some movies. So they formed Hasbro Studio. And they thought, we've got all this stuff. Let's make some movies.
What if we hired Taylor Kitsch to be the personified version of Hasbro?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. And while this movie made a lot of money, like it made over $300 million, it cost a lot more than that to make and market. And Hasbro Studios... You can
tell, too. This movie is littered with effects and set pieces. And,
and because they are... Like, one thing I noticed a lack of was like product placement. I'm serious. Like there was a Subway cup, but this is a coming from a company that produces toys and such. The 80s kind of set the pace for this, as everybody and their dog had a cartoon.
Yeah.
That really was just a commercial for their toy line.
That was actually one of my favorite Saturday morning cartoons. Was
everybody and their dog.
Everybody and their dog. It was on right after Gummy Bears.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, so they're all the cartoons led to toy lines, and that made these companies what they are. And Hasbro, I think, was just trying to take that next step of, hey, everybody that we sold toys to in commercials, what if we now just make major motion pictures?
Yeah.
And capture that audience again.
I caught part of Wayne's World on Pluto the other day, because again, we don't have traditional cable. Right. So like when I feel the old school urge to channel flip, I'll pull up Pluto.
That's fair.
And Wayne's World was on, and I caught, of course, the scene where they're not selling out.
Yeah, very obvious product placement and sellout.
Newpern, little yellow.
Different. Yeah, that is a fun scene. Just very, like, it's not even a wink at the camera. It's a stare into the camera.
Yeah, Garth in his full head-to-toe Reebok apparel.
Yeah. As they're eating Pizza Hut and drinking Pepsi.
The choice of a new generation.
If companies are going to, purchase ad time in a movie for product placement purposes,
you may as well just stare down the barrel of the camera while you do it.
And just lean into it. In Wayne's World, it was fun with that, because it's like you're doing a comedy, guys. They're gonna poke fun at this. So,
well, we already established when we covered Cloverfield the healing properties of Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew it definitely can heal. So
yeah, do it, heal your melanoma.
just pour it all over you.
Blast away your psoriasis with Mountain Dew Code Red.
Subway has product placement in this movie.
Yeah, they do, yes. That's what I call a hole in one. It's still the best part of Happy Gilmore by far.
I don't know. I really like Carl Weathers. Anything Carl Weathers did great in that movie, yeah. Come on, Happy, just tap it in.
Tap-a-roo.
So, but Battleship is what we're covering today. Yep. It's just a big dumb movie.
It is. It's just it was as we talked pre-show. It's not a train wreck.
No,
it's not that bad. It's not like the week 3 movie we have this month.
Okay, yeah, which you've seen and I have not.
Yes, but it's not a train wreck. There's not much of a story, but it's coherent enough that you could follow what's happening. Yeah, with the exception of some of the science stuff. But
that's pretty far-fetched. Really, it's they spend a lot of time, and we'll get into this. Yeah. They spend a lot of time establishing what characters we should be paying attention to.
Yeah, but it just doesn't work.
No, and then it's like, hey, let's try this. Instead of a plot, why don't we just make sure people know who to look at?
Yeah.
And then we'll just follow what they're doing.
Yeah. And we've got Brooklyn Decker and Taylor Kitsch for you to look at.
Yeah. So
look at that. Look at those jiggles and look at that jawline.
Yeah.
There they are.
She not your flavor? Don't worry. We've got a Skarsgård and Rihanna too.
Yeah. They're there too. And they are gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody looks good in this movie.
Yeah. Everybody. Yes. They hired good looking actors for this movie. Mission accomplished.
So,
Yeah,
well,
so
I'll tell you who's in this
Battleship.
movie.
Yes,
We've mentioned Taylor Kitsch and his brother in the movie, Alexander Skarsgård, as the Hopper Boys.
his brother from another Skarsgård.
Exactly. As the Hoppers. Taylor plays Alex Hopper, and Alex plays Stone Hopper.
Stone Hopper. I love it.
With him being the older one.
I think he anchored the CBS Evening News when he wasn't on duty.
Good evening, folks. I'm your host, Stone Hopper.
Stone Hopper.
I would have loved it if his nickname was like Skip. Skipper, commander, and he's in the Navy, so I guess he could be like
he could be a skipper. Yeah,
he could be Skipper Stone Hopper.
Skipper Stone.
Right. So they're the Hopper Boys.
Yes.
One of them is an overachieving one, and then Taylor Kitsch.
Yeah, and the other one is Taylor Kitsch,
and the other one is not. He's we have Brooklyn Decker as Samantha, quote unquote Sam Shane.
Yeah.
That's her nickname. It's Sam,
quote
short
unquote.
for Samantha. She is Taylor. She was Alex Hopper's love interest in the movie.
Yeah.
Also the daughter of Admiral Terrence Shane, played by Liam Neeson.
Yes.
So in the entire United States Navy, everybody's here. It's a smaller Navy than you would expect.
Yeah, they're all there.
They're all there.
The entire Navy, the entire global Navy is there, I think.
They're all right there. Yeah. So, and you've got other people.
Yes.
Rihanna plays Cora Rakes. She's a one-line gunner, second class.
She's
mate.
Vasquez.
She's there. Yeah. She's Vasquez. We have Jesse Plemons as
yes, we do have Jesse Plemons.
As I'm just kind of getting started in my career, so I got to do things like this. Boatswain's mate Seaman Jimmy Ordiord.
I will say he acts his butt off in this movie.
You can tell Jesse Plemons is a serious thespian.
Yes.
Like he had very little to do, and he
made the most of it,
and he did it.
And that's
like,
a sincere compliment.
Yeah, it really is. That's not an over chewing his scenery. That's he made a mountain out of a molehill.
Yes.
We have Tadanobu Asano as Captain Yugi Nagata. He's a rival turned friend, but he's also because it's such a small global navy. Everybody has a direct adversary in another country's navy.
Yes.
First name basis for all of them.
Ironically, Stone's rival was from Estonia.
Yeah, he was. And they didn't have a navy, which is why he was so lonely in this movie. It's a land-based country. But Alex, his direct rival is Captain Nagata of the Japanese Navy. Speaks really good English, which is important because it's an American film.
It's an American movie.
Yeah. We have Cal Zapata, played by Hamish Linklater. He is a scientist.
Yes, he is science.
Yeah, he's a scientist.
He's science personified.
Yeah, he knows everything there's to know about science.
Yeah.
Who else we got here?
There's Mick.
Yeah.
The guy who's with Sam.
Yeah. I'm looking through Wikipedia Wikipedia to see which one he was. There he is.
He was the double amputee.
Yeah. He was the Michael Clark Duncan character of this movie. Gregory Gatson.
Real military veteran too.
Yeah, you could tell.
Not an actor.
You could definitely tell which people in this cast were not actors and which ones were real military vets. So kudos to the production team to actually cast real vets.
Yes. There were several scenes where they used real vets.
Yeah,
genuine tip of the cap to the
which is great. It is, but it was also very evident when we switched the camera from people who know what to do in front of camera and people who are just reciting lines.
Yeah.
So
you can see them squinting at the cue cards just off
they
camera.
never look at camera because everything's off camera for them.
Yeah.
So, but no, he was probably of the military men the most. He had the most runway to go with.
Yeah.
We also have a Rami Malek. We have Peter McNichol. We've just got other people.
Zvigo.
And that's it. There's a lot of people in this
Yeah.
movie. A lot of them, they try to make us think matter. And then they're like,
No.
crap, we don't have enough for all of them to do.
No, the only ones that matter are the Hopper brothers and Sam.
Yeah. And arguably Nagata. For later on.
Yeah, you could say him too.
Yeah. Other than that, everybody else is you're just there. Yeah. And that's okay. Like some of them do a good job, like Plemons. Like some of them do an okay enough job, like Rihanna. Like she wasn't terrible. They didn't give her much to do, but at the same time,
boom.
Yeah. but at the same time, like, oh, she's 14 years ago was kind of the top of the world, and and they capitalized. So good for them.
Yeah.
I'm curious how many more people bought tickets to this because Rihanna was in it.
17.
I'd like to see that data.
It's 17.
Not really into white man led, military blow up movies, but let's get Rihanna. I better go check this out.
all the Rihanna stands went out in droves to see this movie.
Yeah. So so that's the cast. What's this movie about? You have 5 minutes. Go.
As far as the plot goes, yes. We do get one of our favorite things. We get on-screen text at the beginning of the movie.
Now I got to change a good.
I mean, I'm just no, it's give a
fine.
Summary.
I had a laundry.
Use it.
I had a laundry list of goods, so it's.
Our on-screen text reads: In 2005, scientists discovered a distant planet believed to have a climate nearly identical to Earth. The next year, NASA built a transmission device 5 times more powerful than any before it, and a program to contact the planet began. It was known as the Beacon Project.
Yeah, and since when does the American government move so fast that we discovered something in 2005 and we were fully prepared for it within a year?
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Efficient government.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So we meet Dr. Nogrady, who's expositioning to the press, basically to the audience, that Planet G is the Goldilocks planet, similar to Earth, with a good chance to sustain life. And then, of course, and again, because we have to establish that for the rest of the movie to make any kind of sense whatsoever.
Right.
So we've been sending these signals to this planet to see if there's any life there, and blah blah blah. We then cut to a bar and we see Stone
Hopper.
Stone. He's toasting Alex's birthday. Again, this is in the past. He challenges Alex to challenge his adversity. It's as you said during the character intros. Alex is the overachiever, Stone is the overachiever. Alex is the underachiever, and he wants Alex to join the Navy because that'll teach him discipline. Oz.
Yeah.
Alex notices Samantha jiggle into the bar and wastes his birthday wish on her. Goes up to talk to her, and she's like, "Man, I'm really hungry." She orders a burrito from the bar, but the kitchen's closed.
Yeah, closed.
So Alex takes it upon himself to break into a mini mart to get a microwave burrito,
complete with Pink Panther theme song.
Yes. He hilariously falls through the ceiling several times, which I guess was recreating like an actual like a YouTube, like a famous meme or something.
Well, everybody has a long memory of famous YouTube video videos.
Bum bum bum.
Exactly. Sneeze. Like if it come out at the beginning of YouTube, like a chocolate rain or a sneezing panda.
Chocolate rain.
Like I remember those. Anything after like everything after that.
Everything post 2007 doesn't make sense.
You show me kid doing lightsabers in the garage, and I remember it. As long as that happened in 2007.
Nintendo 64.
Exactly. Yeah, that stuff, got it. But anything, the billions of videos after that, nah.
Nope. So he's arrested, he's tased, but he gets her the burrito.
The chicken burrito.
Chicken burrito. The next morning, he comes to in an ice bath. Stone is mad because Samantha is Admiral Shane's daughter, and that's his commanding officer. So, of course, even then, he's getting in the way. So, Stone admonishes Alex, you're 26 and you need to grow up.
How does one wake up in an ice bath?
You just do.
I was tased the night before. And when I came to, I was fully submerged underwater in an ice bath.
In an ice bath, yeah.
At no point between being tased to unconsciousness and waking up in ice bath did I wake up. Maybe when I was placed into ice bath, I would have.
Little known fact, ice doesn't conduct electricity.
No, nor is it.
Water does, but ice
water
doesn't.
does. Like, if you were to pour water on a sleeping person, they will wake up. If you were to pour them into water, not the same thing.
No. it's inverted. You invert the science.
With the science, we've met the scientist, but he hasn't met them yet to explain why that works. So thankfully, Stone knows enough science.
Yes, Stone. The title card hits, and there's boats and planes everywhere. Yeah. We cut to Hawaii. Rim Pack is happening, Oz. It's this big global naval training war games.
Rim
such
Pack.
And such.
Yeah.
Rim Pack. That was actually the procedure that I had earlier last week when I had my colonoscopy.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a different variety of super pack. Like
Rim Pack.
Yeah, Rim Pack.
It's unlimited funds for Rim Pack.
It's for bears.
There's tension between the U.S. and Japan. There's an intense soccer game. Stone's the goalie. Alex is the striker. Rihanna is also playing for some reason, and
because they needed a third. And this 3-on-3 soccer game.
It's 3-on-3 soccer. Alex is now dating Samantha. He misses a game-tying penalty kick because,
to be fair, he got kicked concussed in the face by Nagata. Nagata kicked him in the face.
But he insisted on taking the penalty kick, and he sailed it 100 feet over the goal.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah,
is what the movie wants you to think.
Yeah, it was really funny. Yeah. I rewound it.
You were watching it on VHS.
I just wanted to watch it again.
We see Alex and Samantha. We see two hotties making out on the beach. And he's basically scripted out that he's going to ask Admiral Shane for her hand in marriage. So,
like, as he's dancing animal crackers on her belly.
Pearl Harmageddon.
Yes, exactly.
We cut to ominous music as we see space lasers that we can hear in space indicate that something has received the space communication from 6 years of the past.
The scientist hasn't been to space to tell space that's not how space works.
That's not how space.
So you just do it. You do it until you know otherwise.
Yes. Alex, of course, is late to a ceremony on the USS Missouri, emceed by Admiral Shane,
and emceed the way like we want him to be emceed, like MC Hammer style.
Yes, yeah,
like a deck.
Yeah, he's wearing parachute pants and everything.
Yeah, that type of MC.
Like Liam young Neeson is doing the hammer dance,
like young MC. That type of MC.
Yes, not old MC, young MC, who just backed out of the Freedom 250 ceremony.
I think pretty much all have at this point, other than like Vanilla Ice.
I think Vanilla Ice is still in, and I think half of Milli Vanilli is still in.
Yeah, must be the Vanilli part.
Yeah.
That was a fun little, hey everybody, look at all these people you've heard of, and then oh no, they're all backing out.
Yeah,
because they were gaslit. No,
that doesn't happen.
Not in the U.S.
Yeah. So Shane, of course, admonishing Alex for being skilled but having no character. So, we're 6 years after the opening, and it's still the same dynamic, even though Alex is rising through the ranks in the Navy.
I don't know how, but he's just pure endurance.
Yeah. Alex can't bring himself to ask Shane's permission to marry Sam, and Shane doesn't even know what she sees in him.
Yeah. Well, I think Alex has seen Taken, so he knows better than to mess with Liam Neeson's daughter.
AC/DC ushers in the Rim Pack War Games exercises. There's ships everywhere, Oz.
Yeah.
Stone tells Alex that you're likely getting kicked out of the Navy.
Right. FYI.
But Alex, of course, shows no humility. FYI, you out.
Yeah. He's like, nah, I have endurance.
Yeah.
I can make it through this 2 hour and 11-minute movie.
2 hours and 11 minutes.
I have endurance.
It's a long movie.
Very long.
It took me a lot of Gatorade to get through this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Long movie.
So We go back to Dr. Nogrady, NASA. They're tracking 5 ships in formation that are entering Earth's atmosphere. One of them runs into a satellite and like breaks apart and crashes in Hong Kong. The other 4 land in waters near Hawaii, where all these exercises are going.
Which is pretty amazing that they only hit one satellite coming into the U.S. atmosphere.
Yeah, we're basically just surrounded by an orbit of satellites at this point.
It's a defense mechanism, and
just space garbage.
And kudos to NASA or whatever science board that we have the technology. Because again, in 2005 we found another planet. In 2006 we built the technology to reach the other planet. But in the meantime, I guess we just started creating technology to do things that we haven't had to do before. A lot of times, like, technology comes about when you find a need and you build the technology to assist with the need. But here it's like, we've never had alien ships come into our stratosphere before, but we should probably go ahead and just build a radar that's going to detect them. We don't know what it's detecting yet, but we're going to go ahead and be ready so that we know what we're looking at if and when. Like, I'm so proud of America for being this forward thinking and proactive.
Those are words I associate with America.
Yeah.
We meet Cal Zapata. That was a Hamish Linklater character. He was in that the show. Did you ever see the show Midnight Mass?
I've heard of it.
It was a Mike Flanagan Netflix show. Yeah.
That's one of the. We watched a couple of the Flanagan shows and really liked them. Midnight Mass is just one we haven't gotten to.
Yeah, if you get to it, it's good. It's a long watch. There's some like very long takes in some sequences, but it's a slow burn show, but it pays off.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in that show. He's the lead scientist on site in Hawaii and is alerted to these 5 ships that are coming in, but is quite helpless to do anything about it.
Because he's just a scientist.
Yes, because he's just scientist.
Yeah.
Secretary of Defense Peter McNichol. I never even bothered to learn his name. I just wrote down Peter McNichol the whole time.
That's what it is.
Is told by NASA it's extraterrestrials. The craft that crashed in Hong Kong is not known of any elements in the periodic table.
Yeah.
That's not good.
They tested that quickly.
Yes. The dust hadn't even settled.
That's what scientists do. There's a catastrophic event. Everyone runs for safety, and scientists are like, what's it made of?
There's one thing that movie scientists are known for. It's their courage.
Well, there's an app. I'm sure Hasbro has like a element detector toy. And
element detector.
So they just scan it and it tells what it's made of. AI.
Lieutenant Rami Malek tells Admiral Shane that they're close to the alien ships that entered the ocean. And so, of course, they have to go check it out.
Which, again, science has detected.
Yes. The sailors can visually see the alien craft. They have literal visual confirmation.
Yeah.
But the crafts are invisible to their scopes and radar.
Except for the one in space.
Yes,
that detected them coming in.
It detected them coming in. But once they're in the atmosphere, good catch, by the way.
It's the only one. It's the only radar. They haven't mass produced it yet. They want to make sure.
It only works in zero gravity.
Well, and why would you put the work into mass producing this radar if you don't know it works? Now that we know it works.
Yeah. Now we can put one in the atmosphere.
Yeah. Now we can put them on every dashboard in America, so you know if an alien ship's coming.
Every dashboard, right next to the troll dolls.
Yeah, and the ducks if you're driving a Jeep.
Yes. Oh God. Rihanna and Alex are sent on a small gunship because their boat is one of the ones that's closest to the where the alien ships enter the water to investigate a craft. It literally shocks Alex as he goes to a door to open it. Then establishes. Then all these ships establish this huge energy dome, like a force field.
Or an umbrella.
Or an umbrella. Ella.
Yeah, Rihanna was like, hey.
So Stone's ship, Alex's ship, and Nagata's ship are the only boats that are inside of this energy dome that's also encased Hawaii. All of the other Navy fleet, like the global fleet, other than these 3 ships, are outside. So it's limited defenses against the alien ships. So 3 of the 4 alien ships surface. They exchange fire with Stone's ship, the Samson.
Yeah.
Samson Simpson.
Samson Simpson. Abba Zabba. You're my only friend.
After the Samson fires a warning shot, it is attacked and quickly destroyed.
But not before Stone and Alex can make eyesight with each other.
Yeah, from miles apart, nautical miles
from
apart.
Miles apart.
Yeah,
it's just a stone hop away.
a stone skip away.
That's right. Just a stone skip. Yeah, they did just make direct eyesight with each other. All right.
So Stone's dead.
Yeah, he gives one final help. Holds up his
yipes.
Exactly.
So Rihanna and Alex, they're on their little flotation dinghy, and they return to their ship. The officers are dead because their ship took some fire also.
Mm-hmm.
So Alex is now the ranking officer, Oz.
Yeah. Well, and the aliens have this crazy variety of machinery.
Mm-hmm.
It's like their primary weapon seems to be like we mentioned. Excuse me. Their primary weapon seems to be basically it shoots battleship pegs.
Yes.
However, the more effective weapon is these like saw blade like phantasm balls.
That's exactly what I call them in my notes. I called them phantasm balls.
That they shoot these 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah.
And these things are up until the end
like indestructible. Yeah. They're made of adamantium.
Well, they're made from an element we've never detected on Earth, and adamantium is one that we have on Earth.
Yeah, it's in the celestial. It's in the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, but this movie would have shaved a lot of time off the runtime had you just led with the indestructible phantasm balls.
Yeah,
because nothing stops these things.
No. So Alex is now the ranking officer. Initially, he orders a direct attack on the alien ships because he's enraged because he just watched his brother die.
Yeah.
However, the Japanese ship had been hit as well, and he's talked into calling off his direct assault to go rescue the Japanese sailors, which they do. And once the aliens see that Alex's ship has disengaged from the attack, it's no longer deemed a threat. So throughout the whole movie, you see this POV from the aliens, and it's like red light, green light. It's a literal game of red light. Is that a Hasbro game? It should be. After this.
I will look that up.
It should be. But basically, through the aliens' tech, if something or someone glows red, it's a threat and is immediately engaged by the aliens. But if it glows green, it's not a threat and is ignored. It could be people, it could be machines, it could be ships, whatever. And so after Alex, calls off the direct attack, his ship glows green to the aliens and they just start ignoring him. In the meantime, they send out the giant phantasm balls. God, it's hilarious that both of us described that exactly the same way.
That's because that's what they are.
And they send these phantasm balls into Hawaii to destroy the remaining military there, to destroy infrastructure, like it's destroying bridges and things like that. We cut to Sam, who's a physical therapist, and therapy patient Mick, who's a double leg amputee. They're hiking a mountain and observe an alien ship fly by. It settles over the Planet G communications bay that Zapata runs, and the audience, we see these aliens in battle suits emerge. They're very humanoid.
Unfortunately, that I was a little disappointed by that. I didn't put it in my 3, 2, 1s, but I was a little disappointed that I'm like, really? I understand that they're supposedly coming from a planet that is much like Earth, but there's a lot of different life on Earth that doesn't look like humans. I would have much preferred whatever came over look like something else. Like even District 9 was like, you know what? We'll make them somewhat humanoid, but they're going to look like shrimp, which on Earth is like, that's a really bizarre looking creature. So I'm cool with that. But here's like, yeah, you guys pretty much just look like humans on another planet.
Yeah. So Alex's ship is the John Paul Jones. So they fish an alien out of the water, like an actual alien who they think is deceased, and we get a jump scare as they're looking at the alien body, and it comes to, it grabs Alex's face and does the whole telepathic contact thing.
Yeah.
And so Alex gets a visual of worlds being destroyed. So this isn't the first, planet that these aliens have assaulted.
Of all the things the alien wanted to show Alex, it's that.
Yeah.
See what I did?
It was okay. What's that James Gunn movie? Slither. There's a very similar thing in Slither where like one of the aliens halfway, one of the little slugs jumps into, because they jump into people's mouths.
Yeah.
And one of them gets halfway into like the teenage girl in the movie, and she sinks her nails into it. And so it doesn't get all the way in, but she sees visions.
What movie was this?
Slither.
Okay. Well, it got like tech choppy there for a minute. It was very robotic on your end, so I couldn't make out what you said. Yeah, Slither.
Yeah, James Gunn's Slither. Yeah, there's
I love that movie.
Me too. Just pass me some of that possum.
I haven't watched that in years. I need to revisit that.
Oh, such a great movie, Slither.
So gross.
It is so gross, but in the best of ways.
Yeah.
An alien, as they're fighting with this alien that they captured, an evac team that the aliens send to get this guy out, do it, but they don't initially attack. But of course, a guy in a battle suit remains on the ship, which is weird because it's like they pull their guy out, they don't attack, but then they leave a guy there to attack.
They leave an even stronger guy. So it's like your lead soldiers are weaker than your backup.
Yeah.
I don't know. These aliens need to learn a thing or two from the U.S.
So Alex, Rihanna, and another big guy on the boat is nicknamed Beast. They have like these they hand-to-hand combat with this alien. Alex lures it in front of a deck gun.
Yeah, because he thinks very quickly.
Yes,
in his new role, he's figured out, hey, you get to the gun.
He matured very fast.
Yeah. Well, he's going to get married.
That's true.
You gotta grow up.
Decker.
Yeah.
Sam and Mick come across the wreckage of Zapata's facility. Several soldiers and scientists are dead there. Zapata is still alive, though. They find him. The military and government figures that the ship that crashed in Hong Kong was their communication ship. And so basically the aliens identified the source of the communication that was being sent to their planet, and now they're going to use that to call in reinforcements. So that's basically the rest of the movie.
I'm very pleased that American intelligence is so intelligent. Like,
yeah, they figured that out fast.
Almost as fast as we figured out who bombed the trade centers in 9/11. Like, that was like a half hour after the second one fell. We're like, we know who did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zapata tells Mick and Sam that they have 5 hours until like their relay satellite lanes up and they can send the communications. And so like that's the rest of the movie, is this scramble to destroy this communications relay that the aliens are going to use.
And we know exactly how long it's going to take because reasons.
Yes. Zapata says, I can send a communication to the remaining ship that's in the water. Basically to the John Paul Jones, to Alex's ship, so that they can bomb this communications relay. But I need my special science equipment. I need to go back into my lab.
My spectrum analyzer.
Yeah, I need to go.
I need to analyze spectrums.
I just called it a science suitcase.
Yeah, that's true.
He needs to go back and get a science suitcase so that they can communicate with the John Paul Jones.
I need to go get my Iron Man suit from Iron Man 2.
Basically, yeah. Of course, he goes back in because scientists are weenies, and he doesn't have any courage because he's a wiener scientist,
right?
And so Mick has to talk him up to go back, and eventually he does. And he is spotted by an alien that's walking around, but he shows green, because he's not an immediate threat.
Because he's a weenie scientist.
Because he's a weenie scientist.
Even aliens from planets multiple light years away know a nerd when they see one.
Yeah. He doesn't show red or green. He shows brown because Zapata just pooped himself.
He just pooped his pants. Yeah, but they did. They're like, this guy's no threat.
He's no threat. Look at him.
He's only got brains. We're in America. You can't win with brains.
No, you need brawn. You need to build a UFC ring on the White House lawn.
Right. Happy birthday, America.
So basically, Jesse Plemons puts on the alien helmet and deduces that the aliens are very sensitive to bright sunlight.
Because I have a gecko.
Yes.
Yeah.
Captain Nagata suggests this part of the movie I thought was clever. Actually, Nagata suggests, because again their instruments can't detect the aliens.
You mean the Japanese part of the movie?
Yes,
the most intelligent part of the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. When he comes in and move over, barbaric American.
I love when he drops the line, "We've been doing this to America for years."
Yeah,
like he's like, I know what can help us. Well, what do you know? We've been doing it to you for like 20 years. And I'm like, that's so great. Like, like you thought of everything, but guess what? We did it with less technology.
Yeah. So basically, since the John Paul Jones's scopes can't see the alien ships, they need a way to monitor them, to know where they are, so that they know where to shoot their artillery
without just looking over the top at the other person's battleship board. Let's not forget what game we're actually playing.
Yeah, we're playing Battleship. We're not playing Trouble or Sorry.
Yeah. We need to know where they've set up so that we know where we should call B7.
Yeah. So basically, he suggests that they use like the NOAA tsunami water buoys to measure water displacement to track where the alien ships are. And so basically they hack into the NOAA water buoys, and on the screen it makes a battleship grid. Yeah. And then as they can track where they're moving, because the water displacement will set off these buoys, and they eventually shoot down 2 alien ships using this hijack technology. I thought was actually kind of a fun, cool sequence.
I did too. I liked it. It was extremely convenient, but
it was. But it for a movie like this, it worked.
Yeah, I really liked how we went away from all of the multicolored 3D variants of screens, and he's like, just bring up Noah, and they did, and it did. It just come up with almost like this grayscale. It's like clearly the oldest program still on this computer. But luckily it was already on the computer.
And again, I'm no scientician, but like the water displacement thing, at least at a casual glance, makes sense. Yep. And makes sense to stupid person like me.
And they did a great job of explaining quickly how it works. So I was like,
thank you, Peter Berg.
I was like, that makes sense.
Mick, Sam, and Zapata get a message through to Alex that they need to destroy the satellite station. Alex and they got to lure another alien ship close to shore. They shoot out the windows of the alien control deck just as the sun is coming up, letting the light in, a la Lord of the Rings 2 Towers.
Or 30 Days a Night.
Blinding blinding the aliens, with the horizon. And then they blow up the alien ship. Then two more phantasm balls arrive and destroy the John Paul Jones.
I'm just really glad it wasn't cloudy that day. That would have really dampened their plans. I've been to Hawaii, and there's a lot of clouds. I mean, it's the rainbow, the rainbow state or whatever you want to call it, for a reason, because of the continuous rain, sun. I mean, it's just, it drops the rain to get up over the mountain, and you get rainbows. But it's not like clear skies all the time. But luckily that day it was. For America.
Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put out a happy face. Thunderstruck cues as we don't have a boat. We need a boat, Oz.
What kind of boat are they gonna get?
They start up the decommissioned USS Missouri that was retired at the beginning of the movie.
What kind of ship is it?
A steam-powered ship from World War II.
More importantly, it's a battleship.
That's right, yes.
We need a ship. I've got one. Because Alex, he's just, you put his back against the wall and he's nothing but great ideas.
So they decommission the USS Missouri, again, a World War II era battleship. They get out the old veteran Navy crew that was there to celebrate it. And so it's a combination of, you know, the current naval soldiers and these old veterans, which again, you know, at the risk of sounding a little jingoistic, was kind of cool to see.
It was
like them, you know, incorporate the veterans. And
it was also quite the choice to go ahead and have a celebration of the USS Missouri on the same island that we are dealing with an extraterrestrial invasion.
Yeah.
It's America, full speed ahead. We can fight a war and celebrate at the same time.
We could do both.
It's a big country. It's America.
It's America.
Yeah, I thought that too. I'm like, why are all these people even there that day? Like, this should be a run for the hills. Aliens are here.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, this was on the calendar.
It's so hard to rearrange the things.
And we know how stubborn older people can be.
Get RSVPs.
Damn it. I've already cleared my calendar. I've already got on my Navy veteran hat. I got to go.
That veggie tray's already been out in the sun.
I bought.
It's not going to keep another day.
I bought New Balance for this.
My orthopedic shoes can't take another one of these.
It's like, you know how long it takes me to shuffle along. I'm already halfway there.
So as the Missouri prepares to fire on the satellite station to destroy it, they come across the last of the alien ships that are there. And it's producing the force field as well.
Yeah.
So they basically they attack the alien ship. There's a whole naval battle sequence. They drop an anchor to make a sharp turn, and basically because
they're moving that fast.
Yes, and they blow up the alien ship, the last alien ship.
Nagato is on board, so he knew how to Tokyo drift this. So just drop that anchor. I got this.
Yes. So Mick and Sam run they're still on the mountain, and they realize that we might have to do this ourselves.
Yeah.
And so they run their Humvee into transmission equipment, which delays the sky beam for a moment, because we do get a sky beam in this movie.
We do get a sky beam.
We get a sky beam. Mick engages one in hand-to-hand combat and knocks out 3 alien teeth. Until he gets knocked down, but Zapata finds the courage.
Yeah,
Wiener Zapata.
Yeah, he's got it. Thankfully, it was a metal suitcase.
Yes, he hits the alien with his steel science briefcase.
Yeah.
However, the aliens quickly repair the communications array, and they're about to connect their signal when the Missouri fires its last shell at the mountains, destroying the communications equipment and ending the threat.
Thankfully.
Yes. However, as the alien ship and the sea goes down, it launches 3 more phantasm balls at the Missouri, which is out of shell, so it can't defend itself.
No, it had like the one left that they had to comically pick up 1,000-pound shell and move it 500 feet as a group.
Yeah.
One of my potential HUDs was, how did you lift that shell?
Yeah.
It shows them with it on their shoulders. How'd you get it out of that? Out of there.
Brawn.
Exactly.
That's how they did it. Brawn. Yeah. American brawn.
Just American.
So the 3 phantasm balls are about to destroy Alex and Nagata and everybody on the Missouri, but American jets shoot them down because the force field is down, and Shane was able to scramble jets and get them there. We get an epilogue of Shane honoring everyone, gives a silver star to Alex. They honor Stone. Alex finally asks Shane for permission to marry Sam. He says no, but I'm really hungry, and I've got a lunch date with Alex. I think we're going to have chicken burritos.
Yeah.
So he's in on the gag.
Yeah. A gag that, by the way, is like 6 years later.
Yeah. He's been sitting on that one for a while.
When he asks for your hand in marriage, I've got quite the zinger for him.
6 years from now. I'm going to zing him good.
Oh, he's not going to see it coming.
Credits roll as Fortunate Son by CCR plays. Interesting choice of song. An anti-war anthem takes us to credits in Battleship.
Yeah, but I think it's more a play on they were fortunate that sun rose at the time, so they could blind the aliens. It was a fortunate sun.
Yeah, little known fact, Fortunate Son is classically misspelled. S-O-N, but it's really John Fogerty wrote it as S-U-N.
Yeah. He was illiterate.
Yes. So that, folks,
also little known fact.
Uh-huh.
America has never been above using anti-war songs as long as we don't have to think about what the lyrics mean and can just play it as what we want.
Yeah, born in the USA.
Exactly. We got to rock that one, because it's born in the USA. It's like, yeah, that's not what it means.
Yeah, but he's born in the USA.
But trust me, the people that we're saying this to don't read the lyrics.
Yeah.
They don't think.
That audience is 2012's Battleship, Peter Berg's Battleship. At this point in the show, Oz and I give our own unique rating about the film we've been yapping about. In this case, the first of our board game movies, Battleship. Oz, how would you rate this flick?
I am giving this movie 15 MLB Milton Bradleys.
15 Major League Baseball Milton Bradleys. Famous curmudgeon Milton Bradleys.
Very much so, yes. But yeah, that's what it's getting. 15 Milton Bradleys for me.
I
had to double check to make sure that this was not a Parker Brothers game, or else I would have gotten 15 Parker Brothers.
Former Cup Milton Bradley, who they famously signed. It was, I want to say it was around 2010, because they got beat in the playoffs the prior year because they didn't have any left-handed bats, and they brought him in because he was a switch hitter, and then
it was like supposedly like this. We made a splash on Milton Bradley. I remember that.
Yeah. And he was so bad at hitting left-handed that at one point in the season, he only hit right-handed, despite if it was a right-hander or a left-hander.
Right.
And then they traded him for Carlos Silva, an equally bad player for the Mariners.
We made some choices before and after we won a World Series.
I don't remember the exact details, but after they signed Milton Bradley, I remember Bors and Bernstein on the score had Milton Bradley on, and he said something stupid, and they called him on it, and he got really mad at them on air.
Oh.
So, and that was sort of already the beginning of the end of the Milton Bradley era.
Yeah.
Before he even laced up.
That sounds about right. What are you rating it?
My rating, I almost forgot to rate it. I almost moved on to the next segment. I'm going to go with an F9. You sunk my battleship. Folks, every week, Oz and I scour the interwebs searching for unprofessional reviews that tickle our funny bones, and we hope they tickle yours as well in this week's edition of Outside Insight. Oz, my friend, what is your Outside Insight?
All right. As usual, my Outside Insight comes from Letterboxd. It is left February 6th of 2021 by Chris Evangelista. Gives it a 1.5 stars. A movie so stupid, it's actually impressive. Like, you would have to try to make something this stupid. For example, Alexander Skarsgård plays a character named Stone Hopper. Rihanna refuses to take her hat off. There's even a scene where she falls into the water and makes sure to hold her hat on. Liam Neeson shows up for a few minutes, vanishes, then comes back at the end to remind you that he's still here. Multiple AC/DC needle drops. Taylor Kitsch is a void. He watches his brother explode and doesn't even show a trace of emotion. Not even an eye twitch. Really glad Jesse Plemons doesn't have to do these sorts of movies anymore. Okay, the ball chain thing is pretty cool. The Phantasm ball.
Yeah.
The aliens all have chin whiskers that make them look like Abe Lincoln. Let's just send Peter Berg to the Hague. 1.5 stars.
Send Peter Berg to the Hague.
Let's just do it. So that's Chris Evangelista's review of Battleship. What do you got?
I got two I'm going to share. Both, as always, from the Internet Movie Database. The first is a 4 out of 10, left in April of 2012. So I think this person literally got back from the theater and posted this. Left by Tobias Westman with the subject line, "Why did I watch this Hollywood movie?" The characters, mostly douches with bad lines. If you're over 10 years old, don't watch this. If you're 10 years or younger, don't watch this. The other one is a 10 out of 10, left in November of 2012 by Simon O'Neill with the subject line, "Battleship is easily the best stupid movie I've seen since Armageddon." Battleship is infinitely better than every Transformers movie ever regurgitated onto the screen, apart from the cartoon Transformers 1 from the 80s. The high school jock has to destroy an alien invasion in order to impress Naval Commander Liam Neeson so he can marry his really hot daughter. Rihanna's in it too, but don't let that stop you from watching the movie, as she is like a hot version of Vasquez from Aliens. And to the movie's credit, and to the movie's great credit, but also to my great disappointment, at no point does the movie allude to the fact that Rihanna has breasts. Amazing, wondrous breasts. Also, that freaky little guy from Ghostbusters 2 that plays the museum director, Dr. Janos, the joyfulness is over, plays the president of the USA. What's not to like here? I will correct, he played the Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, so he wasn't the president.
Yeah.
The president was still Obama.
Yes.
Because they had one little clip that he had given, and I was like, oh, I almost added it to my goods, but I was like, that's kind of cheating.
Is it? I don't think so. But yeah, it's basically, there's jiggles everywhere and Janos from Ghostbusters 2.
It almost jiggles everywhere. They didn't have Rihanna jiggles. He was disappointed by the lack of Rihanna jiggles.
Jiggles Everywhere was actually a birthday clown that I hired as well.
Jiggles Everywhere. That's the name of the company.
Yeah, Jiggles Everywhere.
Prestige worldwide.
Why? Jiggles Everywhere.
Jiggles Everywhere.
Folks, it's that point in the show you've all been waiting for, the Let's Talk About Flicks signature segment, the 3-2-1, in which Oz and I each share 3 goods, 2 bads, and 1 about this week's movie, Battleship. I'm still giggling over Jiggles Everywhere. Oz, what are your 3 goods?
My first one is this movie knows exactly who its target is. It's not us, but I'm sure the $303 million worth of box office went to see this movie. Were they all pleased? No, of course not. But this big, dumb action films like this, that are special effects laden and plot short, there's a demographic of people that enjoy films like this, and they went and spent $303 million to go watch it. So this movie knew who it was targeting. It was not targeting fans of the Battleship game.
No,
this is not. No. This is not targeting board game lovers.
No, it's not. It targets the guys who subscribe to the Sports Illustrated for the annual swimsuit issue.
Yeah, this movie is for Maxim subscribers.
Well said.
My second good is, honestly, we've mentioned before, the movie looks great. Like the effects. I mean, the cinematography's fine. The effects are there. Like, this movie looks professional. Yeah. It looks well done.
Well, it's Peter Berg. You had a professional filmmaker making it. He knows how to tell a story and make a movie.
Yeah, you get the vibe that even though this comes from like Hasbro Studios or whatever, it's almost like they knew well enough to say, you guys make movies. We don't. Just go make a movie, that sticks to its guns kind of thing. So with that, they did. And 3, this movie is just continuously dumb. Like, with the exception of the Japanese Noah piece with water displacement, this is a movie that wasn't even like too deep to understand. There's nothing to understand about this movie. You just watch it and realize this movie kicks off with a man being tased over a chicken burrito, and then eventually he saves the world. Like, that's this film. And if you're on board with something dumb that if you walk away to go to the bathroom, you don't have to pause it. I turned it on. Jenny and I watched a movie last night, and then when the movie was over, I just watched another 20 minutes of this. I know for a fact I dozed off for that 20 minutes because I woke up and I'm like, I don't have a clue what just happened. It didn't matter.
No, it didn't matter at all.
I was more like, sweet, I'm 20 minutes further.
Exactly. This is a 2-hour and 11-minute movie.
Nice. And so, it did not matter at all. Yeah. So those are my 3 goods. What do you got?
My 3 goods, I am going to go for the low-hanging fruit here.
Go for it.
Using the real Obama footage. It just reminds me when things weren't cruel and self-serving.
Agreed.
So
Agreed. I had it in my goods and took it out. No, basically, it was my first replacement when I took out on-screen text.
Yeah.
Was Obama. And then I'm like, well, if there was more Obama, maybe. They had one footage clip. But I agree. I was happy to see that.
Yeah. It was a reminder of better times.
Right.
So that's my first one. My second one is right at the end of the movie, we get the song The Funeral by the Band of Horses playing. Mm-hmm. Great song, great tune. And then my third good, right near the beginning, after the alien craft crashed in Hong Kong, we get a montage of newscasters
Uh-huh.
from around the world. And one of them, and I didn't take down the actor's name. One of them is played by Perd Hapley.
Yep, Perd Hapley.
The character Perd Hapley from Parks and Rec.
Yes.
And I'm watching this on my phone. I just go, "Oh, Perd Hapley!"
Yeah, yeah. I had forgotten that, but when you brought up newscasters, like, oh yeah, Perd was on there.
Perd. What do you think Perd is short for?
Purdy.
Purdy. Perdford.
Right. Probably Perdison.
Perdithan.
Yeah.
It's just the guy who plays Perd Hapley.
Yeah.
A newscaster in canon in Parks and Rec is playing a different newscaster in this. And
agreed.
Like, I'd like to think that Parks and Rec and Battleship are set in the same universe, and
they are
Perd
now.
Hapley is the through line that connects them.
Parks and Rec was, what was that? It started 09 to 15. So yeah, they were same universe.
Yeah, and it's just interesting that they offered him that role. You'd think that producers would notice that and
stay away from it.
Yeah, but
yeah,
maybe it was intentional. Maybe it was actually Perd Hapley.
I would have liked, I'd like to think so. I'd like to think so, yeah. And even Pawnee, Indiana, they're covering what's going on.
Pawnee was originally the site of the satellite relay until they moved it to Hawaii.
Almost.
Oh, those are my three goods. Oz, what are your two bads?
There was a lot of scenes in this movie that could have been an email. 2 hours and 11 minutes. Is way too long for a movie like this. And there's a lot of scenes that the movie felt were necessary. And even to go further, they felt that they necessarily needed to be as long as they were. And that was a double whammy. Some of them were like, yep, this didn't add much at all, if anything. And then, oh yeah, we're still doing this. We're still on the chicken burrito thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my first bad. My second one, right at the end of the movie, when we got kind of a Titanic-esque ship is starting to, sink, and therefore the back of the ship is bringing itself up. We have Alex and Nagata climbing.
You're taking my other bad.
Well, you took my good.
Yes, this was literally was going to be one of my bads.
Climbing the ship to get to the top, which I can understand because, Jack and Rose did it. However, I would have been happier if you would have shot this like Batman TV show style, where you just turn the camera sideways, because these two were climbing an elevating ship holding on to nothing.
Yeah. I literally, in my notes, said that this was Adam West Batman-esque.
Yeah. There was nothing to grab onto. They literally were just like bear crawling their way up the ship with no grips.
Oh god, it's hilarious that you and I both described the roller balls as phantasm balls, and then we both spotted this exact same thing for a bad.
And so this was my second bad, is watching these two quickly climb the ship to safety. Let's not even talk about what would have happened to the vacuum of them as they dove off of that amongst all the debris and being sucked out, whatever. But the crawling up the ship was, again, this is a dumb movie, but come on. That was very far-fetched.
Yeah.
Those are my two bads. I know you always have more than two, though. So
yes, I just compile a list as I'm going. I have several backups that I'll just briefly mention. One is, we had an Obama mention earlier. We actually have a Donald Trump mention as well in a negative context.
Very much so.
We do have, I'm a little surprised you didn't grab this one. Stone tells Alex, you've got so much potential.
Yeah, I probably glassed out for that one.
That was one of the 20-minute chunks you were asleep for.
Yeah, it's like, guys, quit dialoguing.
Yeah.
Don't talk, just act.
Yeah,
move.
Gutless science nerd is another possible bad. We're all gonna die, just not today.
I know, it was so cliche.
Yeah. Fortunate son at the end. My two actual bads, though. The first one is just military jingoism. It's a big dumb movie. There's nothing wrong with big dumb movies, but it does lean into, military knows all, military does all.
We save the world daily.
Yeah. So again, is a strong enough military important? Yes. I am, and I mean it very sincerely. I'm glad this movie included real veterans. I thought that was a very authentic touch.
Yes. Yeah.
But just the jingo again. There's a difference between being proud of military service and having that provided as for global and national safety, and it leaning too far to jingoism.
Agreed.
So, and then my second bad is, where was Liam Neeson? Like, he was top billing for this movie, and
he was like top of the Navy.
Yeah, and again, he's trapped outside the dome conveniently.
Yeah,
and I mean, I don't know how he probably had no more than 5 minutes of on-screen time.
Not much, no.
Yeah, so it's just the fact that like he's top billing and he's barely in the movie,
right?
So it's false advertising.
It's not the first time Hollywood's done something like that.
Oh yeah, agreed. But yeah, false advertising. Not enough Liam Neeson.
Yeah, that's true. I was expecting more Neeson.
Oz, what's your huh?
I have two. My first one is: Did this movie sell more board games? Like a lot of times, you'll be like, "Oh, after Risky Business came out, Ray-Ban sales jumped 1,000%," you know, and oh, look what E.T. did for Reese's Pieces. Did anyone go buy the game Battleship? Like someone that grew up with it as a kid, saw the movie and was like, you know what? I need to introduce my children to Battleship. I don't know. So that's my first thought. Did this movie sell more board games? Two,
fair question.
Could the alien ships not communicate with their home planet?
Well, only one of them could, and it's the one that crashed in Hong Kong.
Okay, that seems pretty risky.
Yeah,
you know. So that was my like, oh, well, we've landed, and for now, flip it on the aliens of we've traveled across the galaxy to land on this similar planet to ours. We've lost our only mode of communication with our home planet. But don't worry, despite never having been on this planet, we know exactly where to go and what to do to relay transmission back to our home. It just seemed like your ships couldn't communicate with home.
Yeah.
You really are like the United.
You're more human than you think you are.
Yeah, you really are. So that's my official could the alien ships not communicate, like despite all of the technology? Maybe they're in the same thing of like, well, we're not going to mass produce this radar until we have a reason.
We're not going to spend any more money than we have to.
We've never been this far from home, so why should we need to communicate back? So
the aliens were also creating a slush fund to pay off people who had charged into their capital.
Exactly. Yeah, that too. Life imitates art.
Yes. As a reminder, folks, we're recording this in late May of 2026.
Yeah. So that's my huh.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'll throw a couple backup huhs in there before I get to the real one. One of them is why Peter McNichol in that role? There's a lot of Hollywood actors who are just character actors who play those type.
Yeah.
You need generic military leader.
Yeah.
Peter McNichol, really?
Peter McNichol. Yeah.
It's Vigo.
that was probably a better Liam Neeson role than.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Another one is when they're examining the alien corpse, and I know they're on the ship, but none of them are in hazmat suits or anything like that.
These guys are from an Earth-like planet. It's totally fine. There's nothing on Earth that's toxic. So there's nothing on their planet. Yeah, I went with you. And all of you are in the room? America.
So my real one, though, is after the John Paul Jones is blown up and they recognize that we got the Missouri here, we're going to fire this baby up. They're kind of eyeing it up. And as they're sort of looking over the ship and as the audience is looking over the ship, there are, these very old Navy veterans just scattered everywhere, including up in some of the, not mast isn't the right word, but in some of the
crow's nest kind of thing.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And why were they up there?
They've never come down. They came back from WW2 in the crow's nest. They were just left up there.
I don't leave my post.
That's right. It's part of the exhibit. It's where they're at. It's where they live.
But like they were all scattered around.
Yeah.
You know, like I just found it hilarious how they were perfectly staged in all these places.
Yeah.
And so like, you know, Alex and the audience and, you know, Nagata can sort of look at it and like,
yeah.
It's not real without the 80-year-old veterans scattered around the deck.
Right. Yeah. I have an idea.
Yeah. So I guess that's my
That's a good one. Why were they already scattered everywhere?
Yeah.
They
all
wander.
Right, that concludes 2012's Battleship. Silly movie, not an awful movie, just a silly big movie, and yeah, fun enough, but also way too long.
And if you go through life not having seen Battleship, you'll be fine.
You're not missing anything.
Right. Yeah,
it was the first time watch for me.
Same. Probably last time watch for me.
Probably. But,
so.
Yeah. And that concludes week 1 of Board Game Movie Month. Oz. I think we can agree that that week 2 of this month is by far the best of the 4 movies.
Yes.
And the one, really probably the reason why we created this month in the first place.
For sure. It was a way to shoehorn in, as we've mentioned several times before on the show, most of the time our monthly themes come from a movie we want to cover.
Yeah.
And then we build a theme around that movie.
Yes.
So yeah, this definitely is and we could have done so many other themes, you know, ensemble comedies or whatever.
Murder mysteries.
Yep. But we are going to cover one of my top 5 favorite movies.
Such a fun movie.
I love this movie so much. We're going to talk about 1985's Clue.
Yes, we are.
Directed by Jonathan Lynn, written by John Landis and Jonathan Lynn. And you know, produced by Deborah Hill, so you've got a little bit. You got some clout here, but this is a just who's who of that guy comedy, that lady comedy, just top to bottom. This movie is. This is one of those that I watched so many times in my youth. It was it was on HBO all the time.
Same.
And I just fell in love with it and still love it to this day.
Yeah.
I remember this was definitely one of my go-tos when I was working at a family video and we could just put a movie on.
Yeah.
This was on all the time.
Absolute classic. Still holds up to this day.
Yeah. Cult following for sure. Was a dud, you know, pretty much made back its money and that was it. But based on a board game, including a, originally controversial way that they, because again, the board game Clue has, you never know what the packaged ending is going to be of the game. And so they built this movie originally with 3 different endings, ending A, ending B, and ending C. And when you would look in your newspaper at what was playing, you could see what ending was playing. But essentially, they wanted you to go see this movie 3 times.
Yeah.
So you could see the 3 different endings. But for home video, of course, they packaged all 3 endings together. So you didn't have to rent 3 different versions of the movie. Oh, man, I love this movie so much. Yeah, I'm excited as I think I'm going to try, if I can get my daughter Ella cornered, I think I'm going to introduce her to this movie.
I've been trying to get my daughter to watch it, and she's seen parts of it.
Yeah.
I think she's liked what she's seen. But
I don't think my son would enjoy it. I could be wrong, but
I think your daughter would like this one.
I think Ella would like this movie.
Flames on the side of my face.
But I'll also tell her, like, if you liked it the first time, watch it again. Because there's going to be so many, now that you know what's going on, there's going to be so many throwaway jokes and that's one of the beauties of it is it's like you almost pick up even after all these years, you're almost picking up something every time you see it.
I watched it again yesterday or 2 days ago, and God, there was a couple of ticks from Martin Mull that I never noticed before. And it's for a movie that's only an hour and a half, and I'm still noticing new bits.
Everything's just so subtle and quick.
Yeah.
and they don't stop on the beat, so you make sure like everything's just throwaway, go, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, I love it. So looking forward to next week getting into more detail.
I am
on
too.
This movie.
I for sure am too. Social media wise, you guys can catch us on Facebook and Instagram. Hit up YouTube, all that stuff. I haven't been keeping up with the shorts, but they're not leading to views anyway. So just go to the website, let's talk about flicks.com. For another week of Let's Talk About Flicks, I'm Oz.
I'm Curtis.
And we'll be back next week with Clue.